Hello everyone, myself Amita Mahesuri, and today we are going to study Business Studies Chapter 11 Marketing Management, in which we are going to start with the topic Products and Classification of Products. Let us know what do we mean by product. The word product is used to refer only to the physical or tangible attributes of a product. Now, physical or tangible attributes means qualities of a product. Tangible means we can see, we can touch it, right? So, for example, car, pen, these are considered as product. Our decision to buy a product is not only affected by its physical qualities but also by certain non-tangible and psychological factors. Means we not only uh, with its physical qualities purchase any product, but we are being influenced also by its non-tangible means it includes the services, after sales services, guarantee, right, and psychological factors, for example its name, brand name, reputation, packaging. So this also influence us to purchase the product. Now, classification of products. Goods or products are classified as either consumer goods or industrial goods. Now, consumer goods are that goods which are produced for the personal use of the ultimate consumer, and industrial goods are that goods which are produced for industrial purposes. Now, there are many goods such as typewriter, stationeries. These are classified as both industrial and consumer because these are used by the consumer as a final product, and industries also are using the same products. Marketers have traditionally classified products on the basis of three categories: durability, its tangibility, and use. So, how durable that product is? Tangibility means it is uh, okay, is its physical qualities, and use, how it is being used. It is for the production purpose or it is for the consumption purpose. Now, products can be classified as a consumer and industrial products, as we know. So, some of the types of consumer goods are convenience goods, shopping goods, specialty goods, impulse goods, emergency goods. Now, some of the types of industrial goods are raw materials, fabricating materials and parts, installation, accessory, equipment, supplies, and services. So, these are the types of consumer and industrial goods. Now, consumer products are of four types. Okay, convenience products, shopping products, specialty products, and unsought products. Now, what do you mean by convenience product? Convenience products are usually low price. These are the price of these goods are very low. It is for easily available products. These are low priced, easily available products. Okay, that consumer buys frequently without any planning or search effort, and with minimum comparison and buying effort. Such products are made available to consumers through widespread distribution channels through every retail outlets. These category includes fast moving consumer goods like soap, toothpaste, detergents, food items like rice, wheat, flour, uh, salt, sugar, milk, and so on. So this type of FMCG where varieties of goods are available, mostly people they use it for their regular, okay, for their routine they are using it. So mostly these products are being purchased by the consumers, and mostly the price of these products are very low and easily available in any shop anywhere. Now, shopping products are highly priced. The price comparing to the convenience products are high of the shopping products, and less frequently purchased consumer products and services, and these are not mostly purchased by the uh, consumers, right? Consumer spends much time and effort in gathering information about the product and purchases the product after a careful consideration of price, quality, feature, style, suitability. So mostly when this consumer take decision to purchase this product, they mostly uh, they put their efforts, they spend time in taking decision, right? They gather the information about the product and then only they purchase it because it is highly the price of it is very high. So they compare the product, its price, quality, features with other products, and then with very careful consideration they purchase the product. So these products are considered as shopping products. Such products are distributed through few selected distribution outlet. Everywhere it is not available. For example, we can say the products like television, air conditioner, cars, furniture, hotel, airline services, tourism services. These are such goods and services which are not available everywhere, and frequently it is not being purchased by the consumers. Specialty products. Now specialty products are high priced branded product and services with unique features, and the consumers are convinced that this product is superior to all other competing brands with regard to its features, quality, and hence are willing to pay a high price for the product. So these goods are not purchased frequently, maybe once or twice in lifetime, and are distributed through one or few exclusive distribution outlets. The buyers do not compare specialty product. So these are some very high price and branded products, and these products are having very unique features, and customers knows that if they are going to purchase it once, okay, for the lifetime they are going to purchase it, so they are willing to purchase at a high price also. Okay, unsought product. Now unsought products is consumer product that the consumer either does not know about or knows about but does not normally think of buying. Unsold products are such products where consumer does not have that much idea that it is available in the market, or if they have idea they don't have any information about the product and they have never thought of purchasing it. In such a situation, the marketer, in such situation when people are not aware about the product, marketer undertakes aggressive advertising, personal selling, and other marketing efforts. They need to put more and more efforts, money in advertising the product so that people will get awareness about the product, they will purchase the product. The product remain unsought until the consumer becomes aware of them through advertising. The price of such product varies. Example of unsought product are cemetery plots, blood donation of Red Cross, unbiblical cord stamp, cell banking services. These are very rare products available in the market, and people are hardly aware about it. Industrial products. Industrial products are purchased by business firms for further processing or for use in conducting a business. The distinction between consumer product and industrial is based on the purpose for which product is being bought. Like a kitchen chimney purchased by a consumer is a consumer product, but a kitchen chimney purchased by a hotel is a industrial product. So the business product includes material and parts, capital items, supplies, and services. Now material and parts. Material and parts include raw material like agricultural products, crude, petroleum, iron ore. Manufactured materials include iron, yarn, cement, wires, and components. Component parts include small motors, tires, and casting. Okay, so these are materials and parts, raw materials and parts. Capital items helps in production or operation and include installations like factories, offices, fixed equipments like generators, computer systems, elevators, and accessories equipment like tools, office equipments. These are capital items. It includes machineries also. Okay. Now, third item is supplies. Supplies include lubricants, coal, paper, pencils, and repair maintenance like paint, nails, brooms. These are small supplies, right? Services include maintenance and repair service like computer repair service, legal services, consultancy services, and advertising. These all are considered types of industrial products. Now, classification of consumer products and industrial products. Okay, let us see in what way it is being classified. So, product purchased by ultimate consumers or users for satisfying their personal needs and desires are called consumer products. For example, cold drinks, eatables, right? These all are toothpaste, shoes, pens. Now, consumer products have been classified in onto two important bases: extent of shopping effort involved and durability of product. Now, shopping effort involved, it refers to time and efforts buyers are willing to spend on buying the product. So they put their time, they put their efforts, okay, when they are going to purchase the product. So we already studied about the convenience product, shopping product, and specialty product. Now convenience product, it is easily available in the market near shop, and then the price of it is also very low. Okay, now types of convenience products are staples, impulse goods, emergency goods. Like emergency, it includes umbrella in the rainy season. Okay, pain reliever for headache. These are the emergency goods. Impulse means desire to buy such goods is arose suddenly while shopping. Means when we are shopping, okay, for example, magazines, gift items, it is a window display are made to draw consumers' attention. That just we went to the shop to purchase something else, but when we saw the product, we purchase it also. That also, okay. So it is considered as impulse. And staple means for purchasing staple goods, consumer do not spend too much time. These items are bought frequently for immediate use. For example, milk, bread, grocery items. These are staple goods, right? Shopping products, we already studied about the shopping products. For example, furniture, clothing, ready-made garments, shoes, saris. These all are considered as shopping products. Specialty, for example, expensive stereo, government, food product. Okay, so these are considered as specialty product. And unsold product, we have already studied that emergency, automobile repair, polio vaccine, cancer treatment. These are considered as unsought product. We have already studied about the industrial products. Now what are the chief characteristics of industrial product? First one is derived demand. That is, the demand for such product is always derived from the demand of other goods. For example, demand for leather is derived from the demand for shoes and other leather products. Means whenever everybody knows about the derived demand, whenever the demand for shoes, okay, or for example demand for shoes has increased in the market, okay, so demand for leather will also increase. So leather is derived demand, okay, it is considered as derived demand. And who is going to purchase this leather? Industry. So it is considered as industrial product. Technical consideration in their purchase include advice from experts like engineers, production manager, cost accountants. So these are also included in the industrial product. Okay, these are the characteristics of the industrial products, that they need to take considerations, advice from the experts. Okay, direct selling. This is uh, direct selling means by manufacturers and sometimes according to buyers specifications. So directly they sell in the market. For example, farmers sell cotton in the market, or any manufacturers, they produce the goods and then sell in the market directly. Okay. Limited buyers. Buyer for such industrial goods are limited, only limited to the industrial areas, means industrial people are only purchasing such goods, industrial goods. So comparing to the consumer products, buyers of the industrial products are less. Geographically concentrated, that is similar product units are located in a particular area. Means it some products in this, for example, iron, okay, raw material is available only in some of the areas, so we have to supply, we have to purchase, or we have to import it from that area, means maybe to from the Bokaro we have to import it, or we have to bring it to other areas. Okay. So so this particular industry, these industrial goods are available only in some particular area only. Reciprocal buying. In case of basic industries like oil, steel, rubber, cements, for instance, Ashok Leyland may buy tires and tubes from Seat and to sell them trucks. Okay. So Ashok Leyland, everybody knows that what they are doing, right? They buy tires and tubes from Seat. Seat is another company. Ashok Leyland is company which provide us trucks. So they buy tires and tubes from the Seat company and sell them trucks. Okay. So this reciprocal buying means they purchase tires and tubes from them, and Seat company purchase trucks from Ashok Leyland. Leasing instead of buying. Sorry, this is a growing trend. Now leasing instead of buying, they don't purchase, they lease, they take on lease. For example, transport agencies, instead of purchasing public carriers on outright basis, means by through loans, if they purchase transportation means of transportation, that it becomes very costly for them. Instead of that, what they do, they hire some agencies for transportation. Okay. Now major categories. What are the major categories? As we already studied, raw materials includes natural rubber, cotton, sugar, cane, etc. Agriculture products, mines, forestry, component parts and materials, tires, batteries of cars, accessory items, smaller machines, installation. For example, overhead cranes, buildings, machines. These are installations. Supplies, for example, fuel, coal, cleaning, materials, lubricating oil, electric power, etc. Nuts, bolts. Business services, for example, consultant, hiring, advertising agency, right? So these are the categories of industrial goods. Now another classification, that is raw materials. We have already studied semi finished goods supplied by one industrial unit to another. These goods are further processed by receiving unit. Semi finished goods, everybody knows. Fabricating goods used by receiving unit without processing. For example, speaker, cabinet of TV, tire and tube of cycle, tire, tube, light, horn, plug of scooter. These are fabricated goods. Okay, which they receive, and then without processing they receive it and then they assemble it here. Production supplies necessary for operating industrial units, for example, coal, gas, fuels, diesel. Production facilities and equipments, for example, buildings, machines, equipment, furniture, fixtures, etc. Managerial materials used in management and administration and enterprise, like stationery, accounting machines, data processing machines. These are managerial materials. Thank you. Okay.